Hello, welcome to QA tutorials. So in this video, we will talk about compatibility testing and what is the importance of compatibility testing in software testing. We'll also see some of the tools that we use to do compatibility testing more efficiently and test your application on different devices, operating systems, and browsers. So let's get started. Let us understand first. So what is compatibility testing and why we do it, right? So basically, compatibility testing is performed on an application to check its compatibility, right? So running capability on different platforms and environments, right? So we have different systems like Linux, Windows, Mac, things like that, and also we have different browsers. We are doing web application testing. We have different browsers, Chrome, Firefox, Internet Explorer, Microsoft Edge, and things like that. And so to make sure the software works on different platforms and environments is the purpose of compatibility testing. So we're going to check it on various softwares. We can check it on different hardware platforms. We can check it on network. Like we can check it on the broadband networks. We can check it on the mobile networks and various browsers, right? Google, Chrome, Firefox, Microsoft Edge, things like that. And it's a very important in product. This compatibility testing is very important in product production and implementation point of view, as it is performed to avoid future issues regarding compatibility. Right? So we are trying to eliminate issues arising due to compatibility issues on the product in the future, right? So this is very important part of it. Like what are the different compatibility tests we do, right? So we do testing compatibility of application with an operating system like Linux, Mac, and Windows. We can also test compatibility on different devices in mobile phones, computers, things like that. So if you take mobile platforms, so you can do like Android, iOS, and various platforms. And if it is a browser compatibility, we do different checks on Google Chrome, Internet Explorer, and Microsoft Edge, Firefox, and things like that. And also, all these platforms has versions. Like say, Google Chrome has different versions. So we can say we can test the software on browser versions as well, right? So it becomes like a lot of compatibility checks on previous versions, latest versions, any upcoming versions, right? So all these things will be part of the compatibility checks. So it depends on what is the scope of your product and what are the various operating systems or browsers or mobile devices it's going to support. So we're going to test on different platforms, right? And why it is so important, right? It ensures complete customer satisfaction. So if your product is supposed to work on different systems and different browsers, users using those kind of browsers will see the same uniform application behavior that will give consistent customer satisfaction. So it provides service across multiple platforms, right? So anybody using any device or any computer system can use the software. So identifying bugs in during development process, right? So instead of identifying bugs, once application is deployed, it enables you to identify bugs during development process, right? So what are the different kinds of defects that's found during compatibility testing, right? A variety of user interfaces, right? Whether application is easy to use, whether application on different devices, is easy to use, or you can navigate easily across the application, and the changes with respect to font size. Suddenly if you change the font size on the application, how it behaves on different devices and different platforms, alignment issues, overlapping issues, right? Broken frames, right? If alignment is broken or things like that. These are some of the defects that are found during compatibility testing, right? Because there is so many variations of browsers, computer systems, and platforms. It's sometimes it's not easy to do all manually. So there is a couple of tools that we can use to do this compatibility testing. So one of the popular tool is the Chrome developer tools, where you can check the application, like web application, for different sizes and different mobile devices and different screen sizes, right? And Browserstack is another tool where you can test your application for different browsers, different mobile devices like Android and iOS, and also different versions of these mobile devices, like say iOS devices from say iPhone 6 to iPhone 10, 11, Android different versions and things like that. There is another tool called Perfecto also we can use to do the similar kind of testing. Let me show you how we can use Chrome developer tools to do this compatibility testing. So if you take some testing URL, so this is a testing URL. So we can see. So for Chrome, if you are on Chrome browser, you can go to the View developer tools. You can check the web page responsiveness on different devices and resolutions. So there is a mobile button, device button here, target device toolbar. So this will open the device toolbar. Okay. View developer tools. Do the device toolbar selection. Now we see, right? So in the top you can see that it's showing various devices, right? So Motorola, Galaxy, Pixel 2, iPhone 5, 6, 7, 10, iPad, Galaxy, right? All these things, and you can also do testing for different resolutions. If you take responsiveness, you can type in different resolutions and test it. Let's say 100%. So if you take a device which is 600 by 735, this is how the page looks, right? If you take something like iPhone 10, this is how it looks. See the change in the alignment. So this menu become drop down, and if you go for say Surface Duo, right? So it changes the dimensions, right? And you can also say responsive, and you can say custom resolution, right? Something like this, right? So this is how you do the testing. So when you're doing this compatibility testing, you want to make sure you can access the menus, right? You can drop down menus. So here the search box is a little bit misaligned on this device. So you need to find those kind of problems and report it, right? And you can see access all the elements and things like that. So this is how you do the compatibility testing. See, the search box here is like this, but if you go to smaller devices, it's little different, right? Alignment is mismatched, right? So this is one of the tools that you can use to do the compatibility testing. Another is Browserstack. So there is some free version and paid version of Browserstack. Free version you can do some live checking on browsers. You can do app live checking on mobile apps. There is automated testing, and you can also use Selenium for testing, visual testing and review, right? So these are the various tools available to do this. So if your application is more complicated, you can use this kind of tools, paid tools, to do the automation testing. Also similarly, Perfecto is also there, which will enable various platforms, web and mobile platforms, to do your web testing, mobile and web testing. So this is a brief introduction to compatibility testing. And so any software application need to be tested on for compatibility before releasing into production. So I hope you got some view on compatibility testing. If you have any questions, or if you have some problems facing or doing compatibility testing, please put it in the comment section. I will reply as soon as possible.